Hi and welcome back, Sweet Nothings Crochet again. This is a quick video to show you how to join two granny squares in the join as you go method. Now just for convenience, I have done the 3 chain spaces on one side and I've done 5 chain spaces on one side. This generally does not happen in a granny square, but I just want one video to show you how to join if you had to join with 3 or 5 chain, which are the regular ways in which granny squares end. Now for this is just an arbitrary square. It is not actually a pattern. It's just for the need of this video, right? So now you've done the first 2 rows and we're assuming now you've come to the last row, which is going to be the joining row with the chain 3 or the chain 5 space. So it's a very simple logic. When you have chain 3, you have 3 stitches. So you have 1 stitch here, then you have 1 stitch which will join to the next motif, and then 1 stitch back again here. If it's a 5, then the middle is the 3. So you'll have 2 stitches which will be on your first motif. The third stitch will join to the second motif, and then 2 stitches which will come back again to this motif. It's quite simple. When you just think about it, it's pretty simple. So let's start with how do we join with a 3 chain motif, 3 chain join. So that we start with, we've just ended there, right? I start all my rows with the chain 1. So we do a chain 1 and then you'll do a single crochet there. This is the first chain of your chain 3 space, and then you go to the corresponding point here. Now that's there, so it is that center point that we have to join at. Both the motifs need to be facing the right side up. So this is the right side up for this, and check that that's the right side up for the new motif that you're joining with. So the back sides face one another, and then you'll just go into the chain space, chain 2, chain 1, and then you come back again to the first motif. And you work a single crochet in the space as suggested, whichever part of the pattern you're on. Chain 1, join with the next point there. So you're in the corner here, so you go to the corner there. A single crochet to join, chain 1, and you come back here. Now in this pattern, you've done a chain 3 there, so you'll have to come back into this corner space again. You just have to mirror the pattern exactly, so you see you're joined exactly where you need to be. You've come back there into corner, chain 1, and then you go to the next space that you have to join, which is the next chain 3 space there. Single crochet to join, chain 1, and you come back to the first motif. And you go to the next space and work a single crochet there. So it's joined there. Now the next one that you'll be coming will be there. Chain 1, go to the next space that you need to go to. Chain 1 and back again. And you're back in the same next corner. And this is how you'll do it all the way through when you're joining with the chain 3 space. You do a chain 1, and you're back again with the old motif, the first motif, the motif that you're working on, chain 1 and go to the earlier motif. Now let's assume you're going to be joining with a chain 5 space. So in a chain 5 space, what do we do? So let's see, the pattern says chain 5. You do chain 2 on your first motif, go to the next motif, go to the chain 5 space, work a single crochet there, chain 2, and you're back to the motif that you're working on, and to the next chain space. Chain 2, and then you go into the next space, chain 2, and you're back into this motif. See that? Now because I've joined it all the way on all 4 sides, you're going to have it completely stuck together. But if you needed to have it like a regular granny square, you'd only be joining along one side, or you'll be joining on two sides, depending on whether, depending on what kind of a pattern you're working on. You'll be working either on one side or two sides. So just to do it correctly, just to show you exactly how it should work. If you're joining just on one side, you'd actually just continue working your chain 3 spaces till you come to the point that you need to join. We'll assume that this is the point that you need to join at. So you've done a single crochet in that hole, in that chain space, chain 1, go to the new motif, both facing the right side, and then you flip it so that both faces, the back sides face one or the undersides face one another. You go into the corner space because that's where you are right now, chain 1 and back in the corner space, chain 1, go back to that motif, ensure that you're working the right direction, undersides facing one another, chain 1 in the next chain 3 space of the other motif, and you're back onto the motif you're working on. Chain 1, join in the next space, chain 1, and you're back in this space. And this will be the last one that you're joining. Chain 1 to the corner space, chain 1, and back here. So you have the two motifs joined, and then you continue with the pattern as given, which will probably be chain 3 spaces all around. So you just work your chain 3 spaces as per the pattern. And that's how you work a join as you go with chain 3 spaces or chain 5 spaces. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was educational. If you did like it, I would appreciate if you subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I will see you really soon for the next set of videos. Bye-bye. Have a great day.